I was in the middle of a high-stakes meeting with our biggest client when my coworker, Jason, interrupted me to tell everyone that my data regarding the market trends was slightly outdated. He did it with a fake, helpful smile, leaning over the table to point at a chart that he had clearly spent all morning preparing just to trip me up. I have been the lead on this account for 3 years, and the data I was presenting had been pulled from the official portal less than an hour before the meeting. I felt a cold, jagged surge of adrenaline as the client looked between us, the confidence I had built over the last 40 minutes evaporating in a single calculated comment. I realized that Jason wasn't trying to be accurate. He was trying to hijack the presentation to make himself look like the smarter choice for the upcoming promotion. Jason had been my work friend for a long time, but as soon as the senior partner role opened up, he turned into a different person. He had been quiet in our prep sessions, letting me do all the heavy lifting while he sat back and took notes. I realized now that those notes were just a roadmap for where he could attack my credibility in front of the people who mattered. By correcting me on a minor debatable point in public, he was signaling to the client that I couldn't be trusted with the details. The air in the boardroom felt thin and metallic, and I could see the senior partners exchanging a look that I knew meant my reputation was taking a hit. Actually, Jason, if you had checked the internal server in the last 10 minutes, you would have seen the real-time update that confirms the numbers I just gave, I said, pulling up the live dashboard on the main screen for everyone to see. I showed the group that the outdated data he was referring to was actually a temporary glitch that had been corrected by the system at 9 a.m. I asked him if he had any other corrections he wanted to share before I moved on to the projected growth section. The fake smile slid off his face as he realized he had been caught using a cached version of the data to stage a coup. The clients looked impressed by my quick response, and the senior partners went back to nodding as I spoke. I finished the meeting with a level of intensity that I had never used before, making it clear that I was the one in control of the room. I didn't wait for Jason to apologize in the hallway. I walked straight to our manager's office and told him that I would no longer be working on a team with someone who prioritized personal gain over the success of a client presentation. I provided the logs that showed Jason had been accessing the outdated data intentionally to create a false narrative. My manager was a man who hated office politics and was furious that Jason had almost derailed a $1 million contract for a petty power play. Jason was removed from the account by the end of the day and was given a formal warning for unprofessional conduct. I ended up getting the promotion to senior partner a month later, and one of my first acts was to implement a new policy regarding collaborative presentations to ensure total transparency. I learned that a work friend is often just a competitor waiting for the right moment to strike. I am much more guarded in my professional relationships now, and I never go into a meeting without a live backup of my data and a clear understanding of who is really on my side. Jason eventually left the firm for a smaller company, and I haven't looked back once. I am doing great, and my team is now built on genuine trust and shared goals rather than hidden agenda.